Hey everybody, good to be with you again. Thank you for tuning in for another video devotional. Really appreciate it and hope you are blessed by the writings that I share. This week, the title is Search My Heart Before. Interesting title, right? The scripture is Psalm 139, verses 23 through 24. Search me, God, and know my heart. Test me and know my anxious thoughts. See if there is any offensive way in me and lead me in the way everlasting. Really like this scripture. This that David gets so raw about asking, God, search me. Search my heart. If there's anything in me that is not of you, anything that you don't like, show me and help me to get rid of it. From the time we wake up each day to the moment we go to bed, we're all preparing to do things every single day, whether it's getting up and going to a job, whether it's getting the kids ready and going to school, getting ready for a job interview, filling an application for that interview, graduating high school, preparing for college, or if you're not going to go to college, the next step, maybe going to get your associate's degree or just going out and getting a job fresh out of high school. No matter what part of life we're in, we're always preparing for something. We're always taking steps to prepare for what's ahead. And we do get into routines, the times when we're, graduating or looking for a job or there's not necessarily, those are kind of things that kind of come and go that you have to prepare for. But like the daily things, there's daily things, getting ready for work, getting the kids to school, um, those things, and just the different things that you have to do throughout the week, each day. Those are things, we're preparing every day to do things. We spend a lot of time preparing, don't we? We spend a lot of time preparing for what we're going to do. Why do we put so much effort into it? It's because we want to be sure we're prepared to that for that day to the best of our ability. I mean, how many of us react well, respond well when we're not prepared for something and something catches us off guard? None of us like that. Some people handle it better than others, yes, but most of us don't like surprises and things to come in and wreck our day, so to speak. When something happens, a kid gets sick, or car breaks down, these things are just like, it frustrates you. All these things that come and kind of disrupt our days, it gets frustrating. I like to prepare for things in my life. When I don't feel prepared, it bothers me a lot. If I don't feel prepared, I'm just nervous, I'm anxious, and I found that also I don't like sudden changes. I do my best to deal with them and adjust, but I'm not always great at it. This passage popped up this morning in my morning devotional, and I think I've written about it before in the past years, and it just got me thinking again. About search my heart, search my heart. That's the what we need to ask God to do at the beginning of anything, the beginning of our day, anytime we're going into a meeting or having to talk with somebody, um, that maybe be a confrontation, anything where we're going to go into like a conversation with somebody, or somebody gets frustrated with us, or we have to deal with something we don't like. Uh, we all need to pray, search my heart before. And I'm saying I put that before in there because a lot of times in situations where we respond or react to something, a lot of times we don't respond and react in the most loving way. I know we're all guilty of that. And I think oftentimes we need to just pause for a moment and say, God, please give me the words to say. It may only take a few moments for God to just for us to group our thoughts together and just get focused. But before we, talk to our spouse, our kids, our coworkers, our boss, our friends, whoever it may be, we find ourselves in a situation, we just need to ask God to search our heart before we respond. And that's important, to pause and to think for a moment. With what we're going to say, is that going to encourage others or discourage others? And I don't think we want to discourage others. We don't want to do that. But sometimes we feel like we need to get the last word in. I'm guilty of it. Guilty. Sometimes when I'm in conversations with people, I'm just like, no, I need to get the last word in. I got to get on top. I got to be on top of this. And that's not really the most humble thing to do. We just need to ask God, first and foremost, to search us. We need to focus on what's in our hearts. It doesn't mean that other people don't need to change, but what can we control? We can ask God to search our hearts. We can ask God to change us. Before we respond to somebody in a situation, in a conversation, we need to first see, what's gross in our lives, or what gremlins are hiding in our heart that might jump out and just wreck everything. We don't want that to happen. None of us wants that to happen. So I just pray that, um, I pray that, anytime we're going to respond to something, react to something, whatever it is, wherever it may be, taking the time to pause and to just ask God, okay, search my heart. Help me to respond in love. Help me to not say something without love, because we need to respond in love always. So I just pray that that's your prayer. Search my heart before we respond.